Tech Talk. As you all know, I've been journeying around the country, what I call the Tony Tour, and we're going from place to place. I recently posted some pictures over on Facebook of our wheeling at Choco Loco, and hopefully you got to see those. We are now in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and if you're not familiar with this area, there's some good wheeling here. It's beautiful, to say the least. It's also the home of Dakota Customs, where the last couple of years in August I've come to you live from Dakota Customs, showing you their conversions, transmissions, engines, everything that they do. So you guys can always look them up or watch one of the previous Tech Talks. You are welcome to type in comments and stuff, and Jennings will read those off to me, so just let me know.
Your mom's here watching.
Hey, Mom.
Steve Bird says, hi, Tony.
Nice.
Byron Roberts, good evening, Tony.
Awesome.
Jeffrey Rorda's watching. Kenneth Newberry. Heath Ironside. Nice. Ricky Turner.
Awesome.
Esther Parrott Newcomb from Hotter Than Hell, Orlando.
What is she doing down there?
Mike Stewart. Dennis Sargent, hi, guys. Tony, what up? Nick Knoll.
Yeah.
Richard Peterson.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody what's up in just a second.
Jeffrey Rorda, hello from Havasu.
Okay, so the last place I think I came to you guys was somewhere, I don't know, Georgia, Tennessee. We were somewhere back here, and now we've moved over to South Dakota in time for the annual Sturgis Bike Rally. I've got a bunch of my Jeep friends that also ride Harleys. Met them all here. You can see that we are downtown Sturgis. Hopefully you can see that. I know it's a long ways away. And we kind of pulled off to the side because it's super noisy here. And Main Street is just behind Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. So lots of opportunities to still catch up with me. We're going to have a bunch of cool vehicles out there at Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. We're going to have a TJ to LJ stretch TJ converted that everybody I'm sure would like to see. We'll have Terremoto, we'll have Aftershock. We're making a big effort to bring vehicles to show you guys. So please come by and say hi. Check out the latest and greatest of what we've got to offer, and ask us questions about your build and what you might want to do, so.
Ricky Turner said, just installed your TJ gas tank access panel this week. Great product.
Nice. That's one of my favorites. I've wanted to do that forever, and we finally brought it to fruition. So, yeah, thanks. I'm glad you appreciate that.
Ari says, hi, everyone.
Hey, Ari.
Mike Stewart says, I would have come with you if I'd known you were hitting Sturgis.
Yeah, actually, I've run into a bunch of GenRight customers, fans, people that I was just wheeling with at Hot Springs are here. So today we saw them out and about, and I'm only here for today. We just popped in to visit with everybody, and then we're back out. We got to keep the Tony Tour moving, so I got a ways to get up to Michigan and make some other stops as well. So
Alex Israel asked, party plans for Smoky Mountain?
Yes. I know we've been cruising every night out at Smoky Mountain. So you're going to want to, catch up with us and do some of that stuff. But yeah, we've gone out every night and had a good time. We're definitely not sitting in the hotel room, I can tell you that. So
David Mork asked, where's the yellow hat?
Yeah, I know. So when I come to something like this, I don't wear the yellow hat. I'm actually trying not to get recognized. And yeah, one of these days you'll find out why. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm just doing it, living the life, and I wanted to at least share with you guys that I was here. If you've never been here, around Mount Rushmore, if you're not a Jeep person, if you're a Jeep person, there's the Black Hills and plenty of wheeling. So, and like I said, Dan from Dakota Customs has a shop right here, and he does the Hemi conversions, the 8-speed transmission conversions. A great resource. Check out his website or text him for more information. So, good stuff. So
Tony's coming live with the Terremoto World Tour.
yeah.
Alex said, repeat of Coyote Ugly?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yes. Or worse.
VB Tom, hello, GenRight Nation. Tom Nagley's been wrenching on his Jeep too.
All right. Awesome.
Albert said, stop by and check out Deadwood. We just went through Deadwood. It was great.
We literally zipped through, stopped here, pulled ready for the live. So we thought that it might mean a little more coming right here from Sturgis. So, yeah.
All right. You want to show them the
Sure, yeah,
motorcycles?
Here, check it out.
Okay.
If you've never been here, it is total pandemonium. And,
Stephanie Erickson, are you going to stop off in New Mexico at any point?
yeah, maybe on my way back. Keep in mind, once I leave Tennessee, there's a lot of states between Tennessee and California again. So, all right. So one of the things that I like about Harleys is it's very much like a Jeep, American made. Everybody loves it, right? People spend crazy amounts of money on them. And check this out.
Are you coming back through Colorado on your way west? Yes.
So look this way because the sun. It is massive. People, motorcycles. They say there's 750,000 here. They had rain earlier in the week. The last 2 days have been really nice weather. So yeah, and here comes some of the talent. Right here.
All right. Woo!
Yeah, you can see. Hopefully we have all adults watching.
Hot Springs again?
No, not Hot Springs.
Not Hot
No,
Springs
I'm going to
again.
be either on the 40 or the 70 as I come back across. So, yeah, it'll be something in that range. And happy to hook up with people or whatever. So, I did have some friends in Denver that I wanted to pop in and see. So, maybe there at least. So,
Yeah.
any more questions?
Nope, not right now.
No? Yeah, this is a busy place, and it's only like this for a few weeks in August, so other than that, it's like quiet.
Sturgis needs a Jeep invasion. I agree, Mike.
I had, years ago, I bought Terremoto here and ran it up and down, and people just loved it because it's anybody who's a motorhead knows that kind of stuff, so yeah, it's good stuff.
JR from Moab checking in.
Nice.
My Jeep issues still held hostage at Motec, hoping for Trail Hero.
Oh my goodness. I thought we got that thing out of there. Holy cow. Okay.
Did you say you're coming to Michigan?
I am coming to Michigan. Yep.
Next week, right?
Next week. I'll be there on the 16th. So,
Either on the 16th.
be ready for me. Be ready.
Mike Angelo said, hi, GenRight crew. Just installed the JL fenders. Great fit and finish. Super happy with them.
Nice. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. We take a lot of pride in our work. So, yeah, when I get to Michigan, I'll be there all the way through Sunday. So, I think it's like
Where in Michigan?
Flint.
Flint.
Yeah. And I think I get there on like Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll be there all the way through Sunday.
Stephanie says, still enjoying the Tracer kit on the LJ. Thanks, GenRight.
Nice.
Okay, we got a question from Bo Fisher.
Okay.
2015 two-door JK, planning on 37s. Am I better off going full 1-tons or sticking with an aftermarket front 44? Oh, Joe's calling. Hold on. Front 44 and beefed up factory rear 44 need to be drivable every day around town and on the highway.
Okay, so I don't know if you have a stick or an automatic transmission. That makes a difference on that choice for axles. But I can tell you this, your weak link on the 44 is the ring and pinion. So you don't have to worry about breaking an axle because that's probably not what's going to happen. It's going to be that pinion gear. And that's a pretty expensive fix and you're going to be stuck. So I don't know, I mean, by the time you spend money on a 44 and invest in better axles and everything, what happens is you're getting really close to being able to afford a 60, and a 60 is much smaller. So it's one of those things where you gotta make the choices right for you. I realize putting a 60 in means axle brackets, means a whole bunch of other stuff. So I know it's a lot more work and more expense. Maybe you can do the work yourself. You're handy. So
Granite Wheeler asks, do you plan to sell Auburn lockers apart from your builds?
So right now, we're selling the Eden lockers, electric, obviously, and they have Detroits and some other options, True Tracks and stuff. So depending on what you're looking for, call in. We're not always the best price. I know there's people out there that do differentials and stuff that have that stuff really cheap, but we should have it available. I know I ordered a bunch of them for stock. I don't know if they came in or not, but we would definitely be a source for that. Yeah.
VB Tom, best pinion angle cast for a stock Dana 44 with 37s on an LJ with 4.5-inch lift.
So okay, if you've got a CV rear drive shaft,
right here.
If you have a CV front drive shaft, rear drive shaft, what you want to do is point the pinion right at the output on the transfer case. And remember, when you under torque, it's going to raise a little bit, maybe an additional degree. So if anything, you want to be a little bit shy of pointing directly at that output on the transfer case, but you're going to be close enough. It'll run good. But yeah, it's going to be pointing right up at the output on the transfer case, as long as you have a CV drive shaft. So,
okay.
by the way.
Joe Alice asked, will Super Duty axles work with the Legend kit? LJ, just a weekend toy, want to go fast in the sand.
Yeah, they certainly will. What's going to happen is the Legend kit is our best builder's kit that gives you the most variety, but it means that you need to check everything. Cycle the suspension, make sure that when it hits bottom out, that it's not getting into the oil pan or the steering box or bottom of the radiator. I mean, trust me, there's tons of stuff. And just cycle it and make sure everything clears. But that is an excellent kit for what you're trying to do.
Austin Payette, did you guys bring any Jeeps up? Would love to go wheeling with you.
So this tour, I have Terremoto with me, and then I've got 2 more Jeeps that are being brought up to go to Windrock. So Terremoto's what I got right now.
Let's see. Does the Legend suspension kit for the YJ require me to remove the tubs to weld the brackets, or can it be done without removing it?
It can be done without removing the tub. If you may even want to just lift it off the body mounts a little bit to be able to get in there to make sure those welds are really good, but you can do it without it.
VB Thomas, is that the same for the front drive shaft?
So yes, but the front's more complicated because you don't get the choice anymore because the C's are already welded on. So what's going to happen is you got to put some caster in, which is going to point the nose of the front differential down. So unless that's part of the reason we always encourage people to buy a Curry axle that we spec, is I put the C's on in the proper location, so when you point the pinion up at the output on the front, then everything's perfect. So unless you cut and turn your C's, that's a whole nother project. So you just do the best you can on the front to get about 6 degrees.
Mike Stewart just said he's hitting the Hidden Falls with Tom Negley in a local Jeep club to show off and talk about GenRight products.
Nice, cool. Awesome.
Next week.
Awesome.
Mike said, wish I could make it up there to ride with y'all, but calendar's full right now.
Oh man, try and move some stuff around. I don't get back here that often, so.
Where in Michigan are you going to be again, and when?
In Flint, and then I'll be moving down to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So, and then we'll be wheeling Windrock right after that.
Dan H, how hard is it to make the tracer kit work with junkyard axles? Heard there was one done before, just can't find any info on it.
Yeah, I know there's been one done before. You'd have to call in and talk to Jeff or Andrew to figure out who it was. Again, the Tracer kit, the Tracer, the Elite, the EXS, these are all kits that we spec and build in CAD. So, and you can barely slip a piece of cardboard between everything when you're using the Curry axle. So if you choose to do something else, then you have to completely cycle that thing yourself. So it's not just a kit where you put the brackets on a certain spot and weld the links and slap it all together. You're down to a builder's kit then. So what happened was when we had the Legend kit, everybody kept asking us, well, can't you just tell us how long to make the control arm? Can't you just tell us where to put everything? The shock towers, the blah, 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 right? So when we came out with the Tracer, the Elite, and the EXS, those we tell you where to put everything, but we also tell you use the Curry axle. You can choose not to do that, but then it's a builder's kit. So just gotta, hopefully that makes sense.
Hey Tony, let's see, from Mike again. Do you have any Marusa plans anytime, just south of Amarillo, Texas?
I mean, obviously, if I come across the 40, I'd be pretty close to that. So I'll be posting as I come across from Tennessee. So I'll definitely let everybody know where I'll be. So.
BB Tom says, so what I'm hearing is I should go replace the stock 44s with Curry 6080s.
Well, and remember, it's got to be ones that you get from us. So if you just call Curry, they have no idea what they're building. I give them the blueprints on how to build our assets. So,
BJ Sylvius, are you going to be at Jeep Invasion?
That's Smoky Mountain.
Check out these bikes.
Yeah. Everybody's a speed demon.
They're revving the engines.
Yeah. I don't even know who that was. They've had a few beers and they're getting rambunctious.
Steve Waterman says hi.
Thanks for joining us. That's awesome. What else?
Looks like we're caught up on questions.
Okay. Well, it had been a couple of weeks since I was able to come live to you guys, so I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. I appreciate you all and your time for joining me each week on Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific. So,
just curious, do you see any electric Harleys this year?
I see none.
None.
Absolutely none.
Not one.
We just went by 2 of the demo rides and I saw 0. And somebody told me that whoever the company was, I don't know if they're tied to Tesla or whatever, but they took the bikes back from Harley and they plan on selling them themselves.
Seen any Jeep bikes?
I have not seen any Jeep bikes. No. I've
Okay.
seen plenty of Jeeps. There's lots of Jeeps here.
Crawlin' TJ, I have Curry 60s with the red cast diff covers. Do you have a front upper 3-link mount that works with that cover?
No, you got to get rid of that and get what they call the fabricated cover. You can buy it from us or you can buy it directly from Curry. And you have to make sure that you're buying it for the 60 or the 70. They're very similar, but you got to be specific on whatever your axle is. Like you cannot weld to that cover. You have to get the fabricated cover.
Are you going near Silver Lake, Michigan?
I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Michigan quite yet.
Kevin Cavallo, what travel coilovers do you have on your hog?
So I'm running box, front and rear, and I've got the 13-inch on the rear of mine. And I have used all the adjustments. So, yeah, I love it.
Clay Childress said, hop in Terramoto and go drive a trail near Mount Rushmore called T-Back in Bikini. It's worth the effort, brother.
Nice.
Okay. And Aaron Howard says, want to grab the JK Elite to put on with my coil springs for now. Do you have all the tabs to weld to the 44 for the links and shocks?
I know we do at the shop. I don't know if our guys know we do at the shop. But yes is the answer. Or all of those tabs and stuff, you know, for standard coil springs, those are readily available. So, you know, either way you go about it, but that is, we do have Aaron's JK that we did the Elite with the factory coil springs on it. So that's in our gallery. You guys can see that, and it looks really good. And there's a pretty good list of what was done as well. And I think Money Pit Classifieds did a write-up on that as well.
Two Feather Channel, do you have 42s on your hog?
No, but I do on one of my Jeeps.
Do you have ORIs on your hog?
No, definitely not.
These are actual questions.
I threw those away. It came with ORIs or, you know, something like it. Threw that junk away.
Jeffrey Gurley, dude, I wish I could have a beer with you. I got Curry front and back, the 5-lug, 40 spline, low pinion in the rear, Adams drive shafts. Geometry is effed up on mine. I get bump steer. If my suspension rises over a bump, it pulls left. The butt goes right. Have a great vacation.
Oh, man. Yeah, sounds like there's some funky stuff. I'll bet the steering and the track bar are not equal length, and they're probably not parallel. If they're angled too much, as the suspension cycles, it's going to push the axle over in the front or the rear. So if you want, which platform is that on?
That would be. Oh, you didn't say.
Okay. So what you can do is you can send me a couple pictures of your front and rear axle, and I can tell you exactly what to do. So just send those over via messenger or whatever.
Jordan Hinton says you got to come to Michigan.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Into Flint.
Into Flint.
Next week.
Yep. Next Wednesday, I think I'll be there. Yep.
Okay, we're all caught up again.
Ah, nice. And our ambassador there is Steve and Tammy Bird. I know that they have a bunch of stuff on Facebook, so if you're doing this from YouTube, you know, maybe check them out over on Facebook. And they post a lot of stuff about, you know, what we're doing and where we're going to be. So, and they will be able to answer questions about where I'm going to be and what time and the whole 9 yards.
Kevin K said the JLL EXS performed flawlessly at Roush Creek Park in Pennsylvania this past weekend at a multi-club off-road event. Everyone was blown away by the quality of the EXS build. Have fun at Windrock.
Nice. Awesome. Is he the gentleman from Virginia or West Virginia?
The JLL?
Yeah, we sold a couple of those, but I think he's the guy that wheeled with us in Moab.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Ambassador, do you have an ambassador in the Tampa area?
Where?
Tampa, Florida?
Tampa. You know, for a long time it was the guys from Bruiser, but I know we've got several people down that way. If Jeff's on, he'd have to answer that.
We're live on YouTube. I'm seeing the questions right now. Steve's saying to message him if anyone has any questions about.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad he's on.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, as always.
Yeah, Kevin from Moab that we wheeled with. Yeah.
Okay. So next events, Jeep Night next week over in Flint, Michigan. Then Smoky Mountain Jeep. Then Windrock. Then we're back out on the West Coast for Trail Hero officially. And then our turkey run out at the Hammers in November. So figure out a way to join us for one of these things. I guarantee you'll love it and have the time of your life. So till then, till next week, thanks everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Hold on.